When the Quran speaks about hell, it usually does not focus on listing individual sins one by one. Instead, it describes a certain type of person. In other words, the issue is not simply about committing this sin or doing that wrong. The picture drawn by the Quran is deeper, because the real reason that leads a person to hell is, most of the time, not a single action, but a character and a state of the heart. For this reason, we frequently encounter the following statement in the Quran. Indeed, we have created for hell many of the jinn and mankind. Al-Araf 179. There is a very striking point here. The verse does not say some sinners. It says many of them. And immediately after that, Allah describes the common characteristics of these people. According to the Quran, the type of person who enters hell the most is a personality formed by the combination of several specific traits. Now let us examine these traits one by one through the verses. When the Quran describes the people of hell, it begins with the heart. They have hearts with which they do not understand. They have eyes with which they do not see. They have ears with which they do not hear. Al-Araf 179. This statement is very clear. The problem is not a lack of intellect. It is not a lack of information either. The heart exists, but it has become inactive. According to the Quran, this type of person is destroyed not because he denies the truth, but because he does not care about the truth. Allah continues by saying, they are like cattle. Rather, they are even more astray. Al-Araf 179. This is a very heavy expression, because animals have no responsibility, but this type of person closes his heart despite knowing. This type is the most fundamental characteristic of the people of hell. In the Quran, one of the clearest common characteristics of the people of hell is that they belittle the verses of Allah. Those who deny our signs and act arrogantly toward them, they are the companions of hell. They will remain therein forever. Al-Araf 36. Here, two words appear side by side. Denial, arrogance. Because denial often arises not from lack of knowledge, but from arrogance. If a person knows the verses and still does not submit, the problem is not evidence. The problem is the sense of superiority in the heart. Pharaoh is the clearest example of this in the Quran. They rejected them, while their souls were convinced of them. An-Naml 14. So one of the types of people who are led to hell is this: a person who knows the truth but cannot accept it because it hurts his pride. In the Quran, one of the concepts most frequently mentioned alongside hell is arrogance. Indeed, those who are arrogant will enter hell. Az-Zumar 60. In another verse, Allah says, I will turn away from my signs those who are arrogant upon the earth without right. Al-Araf 146. According to the Quran, arrogance is not only toward people. The real arrogance is toward Allah. Not praying, not submitting, being careless toward divine commands. Behind these, there is often not open rebellion, but hidden arrogance. The reason Iblis entered hell was not a particular sin, but arrogance. I am better than him. Al-Araf 12. The Quran presents this sentence as one of the most dangerous statements in history. The type of person who enters hell the most is the one who always considers himself right. There is a very striking passage in the Quran spoken by the people of hell themselves. They will say, we were not of those who prayed, and we did not feed the poor, and we used to engage in vain talk with those who engaged in it, and we used to deny the day of recompense. Al-Muddathir 43 to 46. While the actions that lead to hell are mentioned here, the final sentence is extremely critical, and we used to deny the day of recompense. Because when a person does not believe in the hereafter, there remains no internal system of restraint. According to the Qur'an, the type of person who enters hell the most is the one who builds his entire life only for this world. In another verse, they preferred the life of this world over the hereafter. An-Nahl 107. This is a matter of preference. Even denial is often a conscious choice. The Quran establishes a very clear connection. Every soul is held in pledge for what it has earned, except the companions of the right. They will be in gardens, questioning the criminals. What put you into hell? They will say, we were not among those who prayed. Al-Muddathir 38 to 43. This verse is extremely striking. The very first answer given is, we were not among those who prayed. Here, the issue is not merely abandoning a single act of worship. In the Quran, prayer represents the connection with Allah. The type of person who enters hell the most is the one who cuts his connection with Allah. In the continuation of the same verses, the second trait appears, and we did not feed the poor. According to the Quran, faith does not remain only on the tongue. If it is in the heart, it manifests in behavior. A person who pushes away the orphan, ignores the needy, and becomes deaf to the suffering of others is severely warned in the Quran. He repulses the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. Al-Ma'un 2 to 3. This surah clearly establishes the link between the claim of faith and social conscience. The type of person destined for hell is not only the one who forgets Allah, but also the one who forgets human beings. In the Quran, the word hell is very often mentioned together with the word oppression. And for the wrongdoers, there is a prepared fire. Ibrahim 30. Oppression does not only mean physically harming others. In the Quran, the greatest form of oppression is described as shirk. Indeed, associating partners with Allah is a great zulm, oppression. Luqman 13. Because the greatest injustice a servant commits against his Lord is to deny him. Therefore, the type of person who enters hell the most is the one who behaves as if he owns a life that does not belong to him. The Quran does not target the sinner who repents, but the one who persists in sin. No, whoever commits evil and is surrounded by his sin, those are the companions of hell. Al-Baqarah 81. The expression here is extremely important. And his sin surrounds him. This describes not a single mistake, but a lifestyle. The type of person who enters hell the most is not the one who makes a mistake, but the one who defends his mistake and normalizes it. In the Quran, the people of hell are also described by how they react when they are warned. When our verses are recited to him, he turns away arrogantly. Luqman 7. In another verse, no sign from the signs of their Lord comes to them except that they turn away from it. Al-An'am 4. What leads a person to hell is sometimes not doing something wrong, but being closed to what is right. According to the Quran, the type of person who enters hell the most is the one who has a heart but does not comprehend the truth, becomes arrogant toward the verses, does not care about the day of reckoning, does not maintain a bond through prayer, has lost compassion, has normalized oppression, has turned sin into a lifestyle, and is disturbed by reminders and warnings. This is not a single individual. This is a character. The Quran does not describe hell in order to frighten us, but in order for us to recognize ourselves. Because the real question is not who will enter hell, but rather, how much do I resemble the type of person described by the Quran?
According to the Qur'an, what kind of person enters hell the most?